I don't know. You're free. And this one thing.
Thank you.
No.
I'm so happy to be free.
See, the thing is, Jazzy, is like people say, well, we're slaves to banks, and you're slaves to your mortgage. I look at it different. Okay, let's say there's a house you want to buy and it's $200,000. I don't know about you, but I don't got $200,000. Now I could work 20 years and maybe save up $200,000, and then 20 years later, I can afford to buy that house.
Alan, this conversation's stupid. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't want to talk about this with you because you're blind. You're blind.
I mean, Jazzy,
Yeah,
if you just say somebody's blind,
because then I'm gonna sound like a black crybaby and all this dumb shit. It's stupid.
Jazzy, I would
because I can bring up several of my family members that were swindled into long-term mortgages because of the color of their skin. So let's stop this with high interest rates.
Jazzy, I just modded you. I got swindled as a home buyer. I definitely got swindled, but I was my first time home buying. These Indians worked at the bank and they got me. And it was in 2008. I lost 100,000 plus in a home. And at the end of the day, we're all slaves because of property taxes. So for you to just say, I don't want to have this conversation with you, it's stupid. I mean, that's not really fair.
Okay, well then if you understand, you understand. But you just said when to end. And I said when we're not slaves anymore. And then you said, why are you more of a slave than me? And I said, I never said that. So that's why we're where we are now.
And then I tried to get more information, and then you say, oh, it's stupid. And I tried to give you, a perspective on it. And yeah, but see, right now somebody owns a home that you want to buy. You got to live somewhere. So what's your solution? Let's not theorize. What's your solution to that?
Alan, there's only one solution. That's what I'm saying. I think we're talking about maybe not the same thing. I don't know. You have to buy the fucking house. It's only one solution.
No, I know. So how are you? Yeah, but see, okay, we'll make it more specific. You have family members who got screwed over. Yeah, that's bad that happens. Okay? What's the solution to
have you heard of Rosewood, Florida?
Rosewood, Florida? No, tell me about it.
Okay. My uncle is a descendant from some of the people there. So I do agree. I believe that if you were done wrong, there is legal recourse for you and you should take it. Because they stole land and stuff from people in this town of Rosewood, and their family worked forever and ever and ever, and they finally got a little bit of money back. The state of Florida paid reparations to the descendants. So I bring that up because I do believe if you're done wrong, you should be compensated. Yeah, I strongly believe in that. But I do not believe, and I know for a fact that everyone who has a certain skin color was not done wrong. I also know that you're all slaves, whether you're black, white, Kanye, rich, poor. And I think that's what Kanye is trying to point out, that someone with billions of dollars still cannot do what the fuck he wants to do, whether it be positive or negative. He's not allowed to, but everyone else is. They're allowed to run eugenics statistics, allowed to fucking experiment on us with drugs and medicine and radiation and all kind of other shit, right? Yeah. But I think his overall arching point is no matter what, you're still controlled by someone. And it's not good. Whether it be Jews or who the fuck ever, right? Maybe he has the person wrong or the group of people wrong. But my point is he's right.
Yeah, okay. when you put it that way, yeah, I can agree. I can agree with that perspective. I don't choose to look at it that way, but there is what you're saying makes sense. And did you see his interview with Les Freeman?
No, I didn't actually.
It's a really good. If you get a chance to, Jazzy, you should look at it because it's a really good interview because Les Freeman is Jewish, and Kanye says some of the same stuff. It's been out now, I don't know, a few weeks, but he says some of the same things that he said in the media. But Les Freeman is, as an interviewer, is really good. And he doesn't react. He doesn't just lose his shit and say, "Oh my God, how could you say that?" They actually have a very constructive conversation. And it ends with Kanye saying, maybe in the future you and I can be friends. And Les is like, yeah, that would be cool. So yeah, if you get a chance.
Yeah, but he has criticized that interview, post-interview, saying that he got Jewed and that Lex Fridman is part of the conspiracy. With Kanye, It's never going to end. I'm telling you, this is his shtick. This is his Andy Kaufman moment.
Well, Alan, I was going to let you know, I've met Lex Fridman. I talked to him for an hour. He's a very nice guy. And the thing is, I have to applaud Lex Fridman and Kanye because they had a discussion, and it was a good discussion, and it should be encouraged. Now, in regards to Tim Pool didn't want to discuss, and that's the thing that made me so mad because I'm all like, obviously something happened to Kanye. He's been in the entertainment field for a long time. I think there's something going on that he wants to say something, but he's being shut up and he's being canceled. And I'm more suspicious now on those who are canceling him than Kanye, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the thing is, at least Lex Fridman had a discussion. I give him so much props for that. So I just want to concur what you said.
Yeah, it's very simple what's going on with Kanye. He's going through a divorce. That's it.
Yeah. And that's another thing, Alan. Did you guys notice about what happened?
You saw me picking my nose.
You hear what happened with that fashion shoot? Yet she is still being with that company. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're talking about Balenciaga.
Yeah, and that speaks volumes on her. I mean, it's like she's not an angel. She's walking on the side door while all the attention's on Kanye. What about her? Does that make sense?
Yes, but see, here's the issue, is that for whatever reason, I don't know why people follow Kim Kardashian or the Kardashians in general.
Oh, I don't.
Okay, but whatever it is they do, they're staying in their lane. Kanye is a rapper and a guy who had endorsements from apparel companies. That's all he's supposed to be doing.
He's a designer. He's in the fashion industry. He's a groundbreaking fashionista. The man knows zippers. Okay.
So put out your clothes, make your rap, make your music, and keep your mouth shut. And I don't say that as because he's black.
I would agree if you had the same smoke for corporations and other people that get involved
have
in
the
politics.
same smoke for corporations.
No, you don't. I've never heard
I absolutely do. When Disney comes out and says, no, when Disney comes out and promotes their agenda, and when they protest the Florida's bill, educational bill, which the left branded the Don't Say Gay bill, when Disney came out against that, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Your job is to make movies, to run theme parks, and to
But that's the thing. That might be their job, Alan. But they operate well, out of their limitations. They've been doing it for years. It's just maybe now you're understanding because
I understood it. No,
right. So it's like, what do you mean? What are you doing now? What about 40 years ago? Why are you raping children? Right? Like, what the hell? What is going on?
Speaking about that, and it's good for him for speaking out. And then look what happened to what Kim Kardashian's involved with. I'm sorry, she's very, very well off. Why is she choosing to be with that company? That is scary to me.
Well, you know, I agree with you, Jazzy. I mean,
Jazzy, though, I have to push back. Alan, let me push back against Jazzy's position. Because Jazzy is going unchecked in her position. She doesn't realize that what Kanye's doing is he's publishing, but he's not publishing music. He's publishing a charade. And he's, if you've ever made a business deal and you've been the sucker, or you didn't read your contract, or you didn't write up a good enough contract, like Kanye is salty about the contracts. And Alan made the point.
Like that's not even what's going on, you bastard. You don't even fucking understand. And
okay, explain it to
Alan,
me.
I think Alan will understand. I heard he's in the music industry. Don't know, but I'm not saying. My problem is when you go, and this is why I hate hip hop, bro. When you go to a poor, desolate, poor ass area, right, and you offer someone that's been poor their whole life thousands and millions of dollars in advance payment, what do you think they're gonna fucking do? Right?
They're gonna do whatever they're told to do.
Jazzy has a point, though.
Whether you're black, white, or whatever, what do you think is going to happen? You are going to probably get swindled. And I understand what you're saying, but these people don't have the means to get an attorney to read over their contract, to do all
these people? We're talking about Kanye specifically.
But Kanye has had handlers, he said himself, since he was 24 years old. And he has seen a lot of stuff, and I bet you anything, he got shafted by people, and he has the right to tell it what happened to him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but see, here's the problem with Kanye. And this is the music business. Okay? Believe it or not, there are 10,000 other Kanyes out there. I know people, he's a genius. No, there's 10,000 other Kanyes. And it's through his own persistence that he distinguished himself from the 9,999 other Kanyes that were there. But when you're nobody, and all those other Kanyes are nobodies as well, when you walk into that room, what's happening is that the people who give you that contract, what they're saying is, okay, we understand there's 10,000 of you. We're picking you, and we're going to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars in you. Do you want this opportunity or no? Because if you don't, we'll go to Kanye number 2. And if Kanye number 2 doesn't want it, we'll go to Kanye 3. And we'll keep going down the line until one of these Kanyes is going to agree to this contract. Because it's our money, and this is how we...
faulty contract. Don't leave out that part. Yeah, and that's all I'm saying. He's making good points when he says the contract is shady from the beginning, Alan. I just don't want you to discredit what he's saying because he's telling the absolute truth.
I am going to discredit it, and let me explain. Because, yes, you can label it a faulty contract. But what you see, it's the same for movie actors. It's same in the art field. It's same in the dance field. It's the same in music. It's all the same. The people who have power, who have the ability to make you famous, are going to spend a lot of money to make you famous, and they want a return in your investment. What happens
if he was to tell black people...
Wait.
One second.
Wait, I'm going to explain it, Jazzy. Please.
Alan.
What happens is, okay, take someone like Will Smith. Quincy Jones, who was the executive producer on that show because he's a musician too. He told the story. I was 3 feet in front of him when he told the story of how Fresh Prince got on the air. So when you watch the first season, it says starring Will Smith. By the last season, Will Smith was an executive producer. Because what you do if you're smart is as you gain more power, you renegotiate those deals. The mistake Kanye did was instead of walking into the room in private with his handlers and with Adidas or Nike or whoever it was, with the record companies, with everyone, and say, I'm Kanye, we're going to renegotiate this or I'm going elsewhere. They all would have fallen all over themselves.
Alan, that was not the problem. He got rich. He made enough money. He's a fucking billionaire. The problem was when he said black people could be Jews, they tried to fucking kill him.
Why
This has nothing to do with his contract. And he's just bringing up the contract now because they're shitting on him.
Yeah, so
Obviously something happened,
instead
Alan.
you renegotiate your deal, then you say black people can be Jews.
Alan.
No, but that's the thing. He doesn't give a fuck. And he said it today. He's not scared of anyone but God, and he doesn't care. He said he understands why anyone else wouldn't do it because he can lose 1.5 billion and still have 400 more billion dollars.
Yeah, well, I know.
Okay, so it's almost like I don't understand what you're trying to say. You're talking about a contract. You're focusing too heavily on the contract
because he's
no,
bitching
Alan. I think he's
not.
Stuff and he's speaking out because he got shafted.
You're not even listening to what he's saying. He's not bitching about a fucking contract, bro.
Alan,
at all.
He is bitching about a contract, Jazzy.
I think you're missing, Alan. One thing I think you're missing is that he said in interviews that the reason he did this was because he was getting outside pressure, like from his personal trainer or something weird like that. People are telling him that if he didn't agree to the contract that they were giving him, and which would cause him to sign away all of his IP, which he didn't want to do, then they would have him committed again. And so he said that part of the reason for this, at least, was that he wanted to get out of the contract in any means possible. And he thought to himself, well, if I just say something about the Jews in social media, they'll cancel it. And the scary thing is that he was right. And it worked out exactly, so essentially... Yeah, which is if that's what he... Look. Early on in this, I said this is the Pee Wee Herman example. Okay. Like Pee Wee Herman, a friend of mine, and this is a semi-joke. Pee Wee Herman was trapped in his role as Pee Wee. Paul Rubens. He was trapped in that role, and my friend who's a producer, he's thinking, how can I get out of this? How can I get out? How can I not be typecast? How can I not be typecast? So he goes and he gets caught jerking off in an adult theater, and immediately everything, Pee Wee Herman ends, and he's done. Like if Kanye's goal was to get out of this contract because he was getting screwed over, then that was brilliant. I get that, right. Yeah. But there were also, him saying they're going to commit him again. I don't know about that.
Listen, everyone is suspect. Everyone can be 5150'd if you go off your rocker. That's part of the social contract we have. And for him to just claim that these Jew doctors put me on medication, these Jew lawyers fucked me over, what? Honest to God, personal responsibility also applies to Kanye West.
Well, and here's the thing: why did he say Jewish doctors and Jewish lawyers? If he had just said, my doctors and lawyers are screwing me over, this is unfair, then that would have been the end of it. See, the point is he doesn't want the end of it. He wanted the ability to get out of the contract and to get all of this nonsense away from him. Yeah, well, if that was his intent, then he got what he wanted. But then,
why did he get out of his contract with his irrational behavior? I don't understand that. He lost.
It's part of the rational. Contract.
It's not rational. He burned his bridges. He burned his bridges. He has a personality which is, I don't want to say it's a disorder, but he has a personality which, in my opinion, is manic. And nobody likes to be around somebody who can be potentially physically or verbally dangerous.
He's just a regular Gemini, man. It's like any other type of Gemini, you know.
Physically dangerous. Sorry, you.
I'm saying that he can, when you use verbal rhetoric, which is so inflammatory, particularly around your ex-wife and kids, I'm sure the Kardashians say, I don't want him in the house, I don't want him around, I feel he could possibly be dangerous,
No, that's conflation.
When you had Pete Davidson up in there talking about what he said about those babies, it wasn't a problem then, but him talking about a community he's not a part of, it's a problem it's dangerous to his family.
No, I'm saying his behavior itself is potentially, his rhetoric could become dangerous. It can be interpreted as being potentially physically volatile.
No,
that's not. I heard this man.
Did you know that Candace Owens said that the reason why Kanye had a problem with that skinny guy with the tattoos, the non-attractive guy that Kim Kardashian was dating, was because that guy got tats of his kids on his chest. No offense, but if you're a father and your future ex-wife is dating some guy that has tattoo of your kids on his chest, wouldn't you go like, you know what, I have an issue with that? Do you understand where I'm coming from with that?
No, I do.
Hey, Sass. Was sitting on his lap.
The Pete Davidson stuff's crazy. Kim, they're
disrespectful.
They are fucking with him because he's fucking with them.
Now they broken up, and that shit look crazy now. They only talked to each other for a few months. Now they broken up, and all that shit already happened. He still got the tattoos.
Yeah, there you go. See what I mean?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
That's the thing. It's like Kim Kardashian is not perfect, and until no one gives her a hard time, but they're giving a hard time for Kanye, and his world is upside down right now.
They're giving him a hard time because he's going on a nonstop media campaign saying that the Jews are out to get him. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's like those who give him a hard time was Emmanuel that was in charge of the agency in Chicago, right? Another person is giving
Ari Emanuel is in Los Angeles. His brother is Rahm Emanuel.
I have a question. How come the only people that are believed when they say people are out to get them are Jewish people?
See, that's just that's a Kanye. That is a Kanye type statement. Jesse, that's a Kanye type statement.
Say that that's a crock of shit. But when someone is probably telling the truth about
it's not just the Jews that want to fuck them. Everybody wants to fuck them.
I never seen in my life. I never seen a Jewish person on the news for a week straight having nothing bad happening to them. Not in my lifetime. Not all week. You see a different Jewish person on the news with, from a horrible crime that happened to him. I never seen it.
It's double standard rhetoric. It's double standard rhetoric. The black people are always crying racist.
Yeah.
Black people are always crying racist, but when they start being racist themselves, they're not held to any standards. That's the problem here.
Yeah, well,
what's racist about telling you the truth? Is the truth racist?
You know what this is? This is about money. Remember Bob Weinstein? Harvey Weinstein. Everybody knew what he was doing to those women, and everybody looked the other way because he was making crap loads of money. The moment he stopped making money for Miramax, his own brother sold him out and made it a big thing in the news. It's the same thing with Kanye. Everybody knows that Kanye is an asshole, has an overinflated ego, and thinks he's God's gift to the world.
Oh, just like everyone else.
Yeah,
that
correct.
Rich and famous.
That's right, Jack. That's right, Jack.
So what's the difference?
Wait.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost like certain people aren't allowed to be that way.
Let me finish the sentence.
Going somewhere you're going to.
As long as he was making them money, they put up with that behavior. But But the moment they perceive, oh my God, this is going to cost us money, that's when they dump him. That's how I see it.
And it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Well, it's wrong. The
more
problem
to it
is
that
there's an
Kanye's
end
talking about.
consumer. There is an end consumer to all of this. If Bob Weinstein started to think, Harvey Weinstein isn't making us money, and if this shit gets out, it's going to bring down our whole company. We got to cut him loose because the Miramax want people to go to the movie theater to watch their movies, and they're not going to go if Miramax gets labeled the misogynist, rapey movie company. So they got rid of Harvey Weinstein.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to ask a question in regards to Weinstein and Epstein, right?
Yeah.
Is it anti-Semitic to say they were evil, awful people?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's what I'm saying in regards to what Kanye is saying in regards to those who jerked him over, who happen to be Jewish. I don't like that he used the word they. I mean, that's wrong. I understand individual. But the thing is, they are Jewish, and he's upset with those certain individuals that jerked him over. Does he has a right to voice the reason why he feels he got shafted?
Yes.
Yes,
the fact
he does,
that
but
doesn't shield them from being horrible people.
There you go. Thank you, Sean.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the point. Look. Here's the truth. In the entertainment business, okay, it's all horrible people. Okay. So don't. At the same time, you have a lot of good people too. But we're talking about a business where I can make $10 million if I just go onto a set, say some words that somebody else wrote, and pretend I'm Superman, and then I'm going to get $10 million. And you think the people who are trying to do it are not motivated? People are extremely aggressive.
No, I know.
In the business, in the music business. I mean, I went to I'll land with this, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a TV Academy. They have the For Your Consideration events. So I'm there with the show. I think it was Power that 50 Cent executive produced. Mm-hmm. So he gets on stage. He does his presentation. Mm-hmm. Afterwards, as part of the deal,